Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name's Cody Bills, this is Brock Shimano. Today we had a big report, it's the 28th. We had the planting intentions report, we had the quarterly stocks grain report come out, and we got absolutely slaughtered in the grain complex. Let's turn right over to the fire tip trading platform, see where we closed off the day here. Corn down 40, soybeans down 49 cents. Wheat in Chicago trading off 48, and Kansas City wheat trading down 47. Guys, this morning I scrambled to make sure that we could record this thing, and I missed the first couple seconds of the trade. By the time I got a hold of this, we were actually trading down. By the time I was able to start recording, I was trading down 21 cents for corn. We were trading down 12 cents for soybeans, trading down 17 cents for wheat. And that was a change from down only 6 cents going into the report for corn, soybeans actually being positive, and beans being down only 4 cents. So let's take a look here as we go forward. The point I'm trying to make here is that this move happened so rapidly, and in the days when this was released after market hours, the market had a chance to read the report, digest it, and we almost opened the lock limit lower. Here we actually saw the trade occur within 2 minutes. We were lock limit lower, and the point I'm trying to make is that for producers out there, if you had to get on the phone and try and get a hold of your broker amid all the other phone calls that your broker was receiving, the chances of you being able to execute that hedge position or execute that short position or get out of that long position, the chances of you executing that are much slimmer. If you have a chance to take a look at the fire tip trading platform, this allows you to view the market live as it's trading here. You would have been able to watch this unfold. You would have been able to see us go from down only 6 to down 40 by the end of the day as we hit lock limit lower. Brock, maybe you could walk us through what made this market move so sharply this morning.
I think the big market move this morning was the quarterly grain stocks as it pertains to corn in particular. Analysts were kind of expecting about a 5 billion bushel quarterly stocks figure. We actually saw a 5.4 billion bushel quarterly stocks figure. So we came in about 400 million bushels above where we were actually expecting it to come in. Soybeans, we weren't too far off from the average guess, and wheat, we weren't off as too far from the average guess as well. So I really think the number driving, especially the front months for corn, soybeans, and wheat, was that corn quarterly stocks figure.
Yeah, it was absolutely huge. And one of the interesting things is that going into it really since January, we've been watching the USDA. They've revised that feed number up, a couple different WASDE reports since January, and then today what we see is that all those revisions higher was incorrect, really, and we have a way more stocks than we would expect.
Yeah, the disappearance really wasn't there, and I have to suspect that most of it came from the feed use of corn. Coming down the line for further USDA and WASDE reports, I think we're going to have to see some revisions back lower again on the feed use expected from corn.
Yeah, and we also had planting intentions, and of course this is going to affect the new crop even more so. But the bottom line is the planting intentions came in right around analyst expectations. There was no real surprises. Soybeans was the only surprise here, and that was actually a bullish number, but it really got pulled down by all the other quarterly grain stocks numbers. Really the bearish sentiment in the market overpowered that relatively bullish soybean number, and we ended up trading lower here. Brock, we did have export sales this morning. People really didn't pay any attention to it because that quarterly grain stocks was just such a powerful number. But maybe you could let me know where we stand after the export sales, because they didn't look so good either.
Right, yeah, old crop sales for corn, they're right within analyst expectations. New crop, we didn't have anything substantial there. Old crop soybeans was pretty low once again this week. New crop, we had over 600,000 metric tons for soybeans, and wheat was actually pretty good once again this week. So it's kind of the same story that we've had over the last couple of weeks. Corn, we still continue to run a little bit behind pace to meet USDA projections. Soybeans, we are running still quite a bit ahead of pace to meet USDA projections, but we're falling pretty quickly on that pace. And wheat, we're just a little bit behind the USDA projections. So similar story we've seen over the last few weeks. And like you said, Cody, I think leading into this report, export sales were kind of shrugged aside, and really the market didn't pay a whole lot of attention to those numbers. They were really waiting for these planting intentions and quarterly grain stocks numbers to come out.
Yeah, and at the end of the trade day, we still saw a lot of offers out there, a lot of people trying to sell when we were at lock limit lower. How many funds, how many positions did the funds sell? Was that What was the estimate?
Yeah, I think that really aided and accelerated the selling here today, and especially leading into these reports for the last couple of weeks, we've seen a pretty substantial rally for corn and soybeans and wheat. Today, after a lot of those longs got liquidated, we saw funds jump in and start selling. Funds sold about 40,000 contracts on corn, 12,000 on wheat, and about 15,000 on soybeans. So some pretty large numbers that the funds were selling. I think that really just pushed the markets even lower at a quicker pace.
And guys, keep in mind too that when we open up, because corn was lock limit lower at the close, we're going to open up on Sunday night with expanded limits. So be careful out there. This is a very volatile environment. We may get some follow through selling Sunday. We may get some follow through selling into the full trade day on Monday. But make sure you take a demo of the Fire Tip trading platform. And if you have any questions about it, make sure you give us a call at 877-472-4607. Thanks a lot for tuning into the show. We'll see you on Monday.